Alright everybody, what is going on? We're taking a look here at LR, EZA, AGL, Gohan from the Cell Saga. So we're going to take a look at him. We're gonna see if he's back or not. So this is my build. We got mostly additional, a little bit of crit, a little bit of dodge is what we got going on. So this guy got his EZA back during whenever the physical, what was it? It was like physical Gohan and Orange Piccolo released back during like the initial celebration of like the Cell Max superhero movie, all that good stuff. So we're going to see how it looks on this new trio team right here. So we do already have these guys support up. We don't have Bulma's support up yet, and we should have these guys up as well. I'm going to just throw Gohan in slot 1 right here. We're going to see how he does. So, of course, he is only starting out with 244k defense right here. That's it. Gohan doesn't have any sort of multiplicative buffs in his passive. He just stacks defense. I'm going to throw him in slot 1, though. That way, Gohan can hopefully get some stacks in. If I put these guys in slot 1, I think they would just KO the enemy, obviously. So we're going to keep Gohan in slot 1 right here. His defense is going to go up a little bit right here with Bulma's support. So we'll see how he does. He should be fine against normals. The only thing I would be worried about is a super attack. Hopefully they don't super us. They just supered at the end of the turn last turn. So hopefully we're good. 8 million is what we start out with here. Pretty decent attack stat. This guy can triple super, I believe. So we'll see how many he gets for us right here. So there's one. We get a normal, we could do one more, and we don't. Okay, well, off to a great start with AGL LR Gohan here. I'll go ahead and cut, and we'll come back whenever he is back on rotation. Unfortunately, he's on the off rotation, so it's going to be a little bit hard to get him stacks, probably. But that's why we're going up against this Gogeta fight. It's because it's probably the longest and maybe his best fight at the moment. If we don't get good footage in here, or well, actually, let me rephrase. Regardless, after this fight, we're going to hop into Cell Max as well. I think that's another fight where he could potentially be effective, and he's going to be able to get his transformation in that fight as well. So bear with me. We'll be right back. All right, here we are back again, and like I said, we're on this awkward off rotation, so there's not much I can really do about that, but we're at 378k defense right here. I believe Gohan is on all-out struggle. I am fairly sure he's on all-out struggle. Yeah, he is. So we are getting support from this unit as well, because they do support all-out struggle right here. You can see right here. 2 key and 30% attack and defense to all-out struggle category allies. So he's getting an additional 60% support from them. And then he's also getting theirs. He's not getting Bulma's currently, but he is getting these guys. So we have this one, and this one up, but not Bulma yet. So again, let's just get another stack. It looks like we're only going to get one, but again, this is the awkward off rotation. I tried my best to just KO these guys last turn so that we would be going into STR Gogeta here, but nope, unfortunately not. And Gohan is already being outpaced in terms of defense, despite guarding. Partially not his fault, but what was I supposed to do? We got him in turn 2, and this is what keeps happening. So we'll be back again, and hopefully we can get some more stacks with him, or any stacks at all with him. All right, back again, and we got a little bit of HP on Gogeta this time, so that's, not the worst ever. Let's go ahead, and we'll just keep trying to get stacks in right here. I think we might run into an issue with this unit as well, the trio, because the trio hasn't gotten any attacks in either. Now, they don't need to get attacks in, but they do need to get at least like 1 18 key per turn. It would be nice to get that with them. Hopefully Gohan gives us a nice triple super here. That'd be good. So there's one. Thank you, Gohan. I just want to read this to you guys. Guards all attacks and high chance of launching an additional super attack if HP is 58% or more at the start of turn. We have not gotten that. I don't know if you guys have noticed. We'll be back. Here we go again. Stop me if you've seen this one before. Gogeta with a sliver of health here. We're at 571. The nice news is, right, that Gohan does still build up defense with each turn that he's on. By the way, this turn we actually do have Bulma support. So we have Bulma support and we have these guys up. So let's give him the key. Let's just see what happens. Again, I need to get stacks, so let's see what happens here. 500k defense, by the way, with guard is not going to cut it. At least he's at double digits from normals. I mean, he's been on the team for this run. I've been putting him in slot 1 against enemies with no health, but he is in slot 1 here. Oh, a double super. There we go, Gohan. Give me one more, please, sir. Go ahead. Give me one more, please. You owe me. Okay, you don't. That's fine. Eat a super attack, you know, make my day, all right? No, okay, it doesn't. Nice. At least these guys are getting an 18 key, and that's good. That'll actually help out next turn a lot, just in case there's an AoE. So that's really good, because that gets their 3-turn defense raise going, which is, we definitely need that. On this turn, I'm going to go ahead and use the standby with this unit right here. That way, hopefully, we can survive the turn. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this, and then I'll cut again, and we will be right back. Okay, so here we go. We got AGL LR Gohan up against the big boy Gogeta right here. You guys may have saw we had a bit of a mishap on the last rotation, but that's okay. I'm actually just going to keep this Goku in the standby, because I think he might just KO if I took him out right here. So this is a second run. We're on turn 9 right here. We got Gohan in slot 7, so we had him on turns 3, 5, and 7, and now 9. For the most part, he only got single super attacks, except for last turn he got a double. So we are at 564k defense, which is not very good. Let me go ahead and grab these. I wish I could use the punch, but I can't. So I'm going to have to grab those. That'll give us a little bit more defense. Just a little bit. So now we're up to 617k defense right here. And then I'll grab these with Orange Piccolo. And remember that Gogeta is debuffed right here. You can see the symbol in the top left. So we're at double digits from normals. We obviously would not survive a super. All right, well, let's go play with Cell Max. Well, let's go. All right, we're going up against Cell Max now. And by the way, let me know what you guys think about the thumbnail for this. I actually, I found in my Photoshop files, I had the original thumbnail that I used back, like, whatever. I first started my channel was whenever these guys came out, like this guy and these guys. Like, that was whenever I first started making videos, like, consistently on YouTube for Dokkan. And, yeah, so I reused kind of basically the same template that I used for my old one. Let me know if you guys think that it's too messy. Like let me know if you guys think there's just too much going on the screen, or if you like it, or, you know, let me know what you guys thought about this thumbnail. I think that there might be a little bit too much going on the screen. Whenever I first started making thumbnails, you guys can go look, like, if you sort by oldest videos on my channel, you can go look at some of my old thumbnails. I was really trying to draw people in with just, like, the different, I don't know, ideas and memes and different things that I could do to try to draw people into the videos back then, until I kind of settled into my standard templates that I have now, which are just copying everybody else, basically, except for mine are pretty... I don't think thumbnails really matter too much whenever it comes to a video, like, unless you're going to do something insane. Like, occasionally I'll do, like, whenever I did the Gohan thumbnails, or, I don't know, just, like, occasionally I'll do something a little bit funny. But overall, I don't think thumbnails matter too much. I mean, people will tell you that they do. YouTube will tell you that they do, but I don't know. I'm just kind of like a guy doing videos, so watch them if you don't. I try to just, like, my main idea... Oh, Gohan, jeez. My main concept with just thumbnails is I want to have it generally in a consistent format. So if you guys, like, look at a video and it's like, oh, this is versus Cell Max, right? You guys know it's like, okay, the character we're showcasing is on one side, Cell Max is on the other. Like that's, you know, generally how I want to do it. And then just, you know, whatever other info you need, like the 200% level 10 links, the rainbow, what you know, like whatever else needs to go on the thumbnail goes on the thumbnail. But with these, it's like I don't really have like a standard template, so it's kind of hard to, you know, figure out what I want to do, I guess, per se. But anyway, it's not that big of a deal. But just let me know if you guys are vibing with this, like, or if I should find a different style. Let me know your thoughts. I guess let's grab those, and then I should have enough to get them a 24 key as well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cell Max is it's a pretty I don't want to say short fight, but it's generally not long enough for me to, like, really do a bunch of cuts here. Neither is the Gogeta fight, especially since I was, like, one-shotting every phase. But I figure I'm not going to cut right here. I'll just get, like, this full run-in right here. I don't really think we need to see much more. Gohan took 228k. Obviously, that's not good. I don't know that he's going to stack fast enough to be able to beat this Cell Max. Now, on turn 5, if we're below the HP threshold, we could, not fuse, but we could transform into the full power Super Saiyan 2, you know, family Kamehameha, or not family, the father-son Kamehameha Goku, or Gohan. We could use the active skill and get the 1945 audio in the video. We'll see. I mean, whatever happens, happens. I mean, we got to get to that point first. There's a decent shot. Bulma just eats a super attack here and dies. Yeah, she didn't dodge it, so we're probably dead here. I don't think Bulma's eating this on her first turn. Oh, she does. Okay, that's good. So yeah, we're below the transformation condition now. I mean, that's good. We'll see. I mean, I'll try to survive as long as I can. I mean, that's always the goal. But with Gohan eating 228k on a normal, that's obviously not conducive to survival. So we'll see what happens here. Next turn, though, we should be looking a lot better because we're going to have both 77% supports up and Bulma's support. So that is going to massively jump up this guy's defense. The main issue with this guy is that, I mean, he released in 2023, but his EZA passive is, like, look at this. This is his EZA passive, right? Just for comparison, this is his normal passive. That's his EZA passive. Like, they gave this guy almost nothing. Like, it's actually crazy. They gave him guard and an additional. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, we know where the super attack is thanks to this guy. So let's just throw Vegeta at it. Is it the first attack? Let's see. One. It's the second. So he'll have 60% damage reduction. All right, so let's grab this. We should be fine. Gohan is not guarding here, but it shouldn't matter a lot. It'll matter a little bit because we're not, what's the word? We're not, type advantage, or we're not class advantage. Well, we're class disadvantage, I guess, to Cell Max. Like, we're actually class advantage over him, but he's also class advantage over us. That's how Super and Extreme work. They're class advantage against each other and also disadvantage against each other, depending on if it's attacking or defending. So, since we're not guarding, we're actually are subject to a little bit more damage here. I'm going to use a Senzu Bean, not for Gohan, though. But for this unit. If this unit eats a normal, they're going to get cooked. So I've had bad experiences with them in here, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Vegeta should be fine. Vegeta's got a ton of extra defense going on right now from all the support that he's getting. He does get defense on super attack as well, so if he wants to give us like a triple super here, that would be really, really good for our survival odds. I would definitely appreciate if Vegeta would just, you know, show out a little bit here, you know, prove the haters wrong, show to them why you are better than Cell Max. I mean, he'll be fine right here. 60% damage reduction. We got a double super off, and we should be fine here. I'm not too concerned. Yeah, we're at double digits. Very good. Thank you, Vegeta. Continue to show the haters why you are who you are. Gohan's up to 7.4. Not bad. Not bad. We can't debuff yet, so let's see how Gohan does here. Again, just a single super attack. We're down to only 164k. Oh, we got another dodge. That's good. That's good. I did show my build at the beginning of the video, so you guys know that this guy just isn't, you know, pumped full of dodge. He's just getting really lucky right here. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think Gohan's back. You know, he doesn't got it. I'm sorry. I'm afraid to tell you guys he's not built like that. He doesn't have the gas in the tank. I'm afraid to tell you. Like, the characters that are going to be back are characters like Orange Piccolo, who have, like, big multiplicative defense buffs. They have guard for, like, well, I guess Gohan does have guard, but Piccolo has guard and damage reduction, and he gets just higher stats. Like, everything about Piccolo is just higher. Like, because he has those built-in multiplicative buffs in his passive, whenever you raise his starter turn buffs with a bunch of extra support, it's going to make those multiplicative buffs more potent, and then it's going to make his super attack raises more potent. All Gohan is getting is just the potent, like, stacks. Like, his stacks are a little bit bigger than what they were before. But that's it. Like, he's still just subject to slow stacking. And this guy is an extremely slow stacking character, unfortunately. He doesn't have any other multiplicative buffs. He doesn't have, like, damage reduction in any scenario. He just has conditional guard of a 58% HP. And then he's just got, you know, his stacks, and his stacks are just not fast enough, especially whenever you're as unlucky as me and you just get one, you know, stack of video. Like, if you're only getting one stack per turn, unfortunately you're not in a good spot. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, you can't. This guy's only getting 30% stacks as well, so it's not even special. Now, next turn we might look a lot better. Because we're going to be able to debuff. So, like, Orange Piccolo has debuffs going. Bulma has debuffs going. I think they got a 12 key in the middle. I think they also got one. And then Gohan's also going to be able to debuff. So, You know, we'll take a look here and see what he's got. I am going to have to go ahead and use their standby, so our defense is going to drop a little bit. So watch, it's at 549, and then we're going to use this, and it's going to go down. So now he's at 465. It's going to go back up a little bit here, but not much. So we're up to 480. Yeah, that's it. We should be good against normals. The reason I had to use the standby there is because we floated them off. And anytime you float this character, you need to be a little bit careful with them because they lose their 50% defense raise because it's only for 3 turns. So, like right here, not that one. This right here. This greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns. If that's not up, they can take some tremendous damage. So that's why I decided to use the standby right there. We don't need to use Vegeta's active skill or anything. Let's just grab these key spheres and move on. Okay. Yeah, we would have been cooked a little bit right here if we had not stood by. But since we stood by, we get the guard, we have the damage reduction. Like, we're all good because we stood by. Again, we lose out a little bit on the defense support, but at least we do have the attack debuffing now. So Gohan should be okay right here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so Gohan's getting his super attack off. Please give me an additional. No? Okay. We're at double digits, though, finally, on turn 5. You know, that's finally. All the debuffing finally helps. So there we go. I mean, he's on the team, certainly. I wouldn't say he's really contributing. Like, we'd probably be dead if he hadn't have gotten a couple lucky dodges. I also had to use a Senzu Bean, but again, not necessarily for him. That was more out of precaution for the Piccolo and Vegeta at the end. I was not confident in them tanking at all, so... Alright. Yep, you call yourself the Prince of Saiyans. Yep. Yeah, go ahead and transform, buddy. I wish we could skip these. Especially because it's not voiced, man. Like, this should have been an active skill. I don't... It's so lame that it's not an active skill. Okay, orbs are not looking good here. Let's do them in slot 1, I guess. Let's grab those. Save Bulma some orbs. How are we looking? Oh, perfect, actually. There we go. And then for these guys, let's just grab the most available to charge up the Spirit Bomb. Okay. Hopefully the super attack is on these guys. That would be ideal. Obviously, we don't want Bulma eating the super attack. She should still have her guard up. She's got a little bit of damage reduction. We still have all this support running up. And this guy's going to be debuffed a little bit, so we should be okay, but... well, I mean, we already saw Bulma eat a super attack, but now I think Cell Max is in his defensive debuffing era now, which is where he can get a little bit spooky towards the end of these fights right here. Once he starts lowering your defense, that's where you gotta start being a little bit concerned about this guy. You know, no longer is he just, you know, raw damage, you just tank him, right? It's the defensive debuff is a little bit scary. So let's see, like, these guys should be fine here. Yeah, they're good. So Bulma should be fine in slot 2. She's good against normals against this guy. Especially whenever her guard is up. We have nothing to worry about. She got a good amount of orbs. She got 7 orbs. So yeah, nothing to worry about here from Bulma. Yep, rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, I thought she was going to get a triple super, but no. Vegeta should be fine right here. Vegeta is going to do a little bit of damage as well because this is his first turn as Vegeta. Vegeta gets the big attack buffs as his first appearance, and then he loses those. He keeps the defense, though, which is nice. I actually have never actually read this character's kit, this Vegeta. I've never actually read it. I've never bothered to actually sit down and read this guy's passive. I just use him and I hope for the best. That's kind of where I'm at with this unit. You know, I could read it. I could. I mean, clearly he does damage on this first turn. I've kind of figured it out, though, right? Like, it's like Piccolo's got a scouter, and then you exchange into Vegeta. Vegeta's first turn, he does a bunch of damage. He helps you orb change. And then the next turn, he still orb changes, right? But he loses all of the attack. So, I mean, just like he does in the movie, so... Okay, let's go ahead and... I'm actually going to keep this guy in the standby again. I know that's like 2 videos in a row where I've done that, but... No, actually I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and pop it. Well, no, I'm going to grab these. Yeah, let me grab those. And then we'll pop it. We won this together. This shouldn't KO. I'd be very surprised if this KO'd. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. If he had crit, he would have actually done damage there. So let's see how Gohan does. Slot 1. 662k defense. I am not anticipating great things, but if he can just get an attack off before he eats a super, we should be okay. We are guarding. All right, we're at double digits on normals still. Okay, we're up to almost a 9, or we're almost up to a 10 million attack stat. I mean, we're at 9.4. Let's see what Gohan's got. Give me a triple, buddy. Come on. A single again. A single again. Thank you. Thank you, Gohan. I appreciate you so much for showing up to this video. Wow. Am I just the unluckiest? Like, high chance of launching an additional super attack if HP is 58% or more at the start of turn. High chance, huh? 50% chance is what that is. Thoughts? Can somebody give me the stats of how many times I got that in the video? Now, remember that that's just a high chance of launching an additional super attack. So if you ever saw me do an additional normal, that's the hidden potential. That's not even the passive one. So yeah, that sucks. We might be able to get the transformation still. I'll need to take damage on somebody though. I don't know who. I don't know how, but if we can take damage somehow, I could potentially get the transformation. But it's HP. You know, it's 5th turn, under 58% HP when facing an android enemy. Like I don't. Dude, this is the most poorly designed character in all of like Dokkan history. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. Like, oh, I remember I was walking back from class whenever this character's details dropped. College, specifically, by the way, in case you were curious. And yeah, I remember I was like reading it and I was like, where, because this was before we really had like long content. I guess we had like the Legendary Goku event, but I was like, you know, the Legendary Goku event wasn't scary. This was like the Extreme Super Battle Road meta, and I was like, where the heck are we going to be using this guy? Let's use this, because that'll hold back our damage a little bit. Let's grab all of those. I don't really want to use Bulma's active skill, but I'm going to use it precautionary, like as a precaution. So let's grab these. And then for Vegeta, we'll just grab those. Okay. This might be the only video I put up tomorrow. I put up 3 today on accident. I was not meaning to put up 3. So today's Sunday for me. I did not intend to put up 3 videos, but then the data download dropped, and it looked like we might be getting Super EZA LR Broly. I was planning on doing another video for Tech Gohan, actually. The Ultimate Gohan. You guys know the one. But one, I don't know that we really have good fights to showcase him. It would pretty much just be the Gogeta fight. And 2, I was playing Astrobot all day, because Astrobot is really good. So that's all I did, unfortunately. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about AGL LR Gohan. Obviously, he didn't look very good against Gogeta. He really didn't look good at all this entire video. I'm sure people are going to point to him taking double digits and be like, oh, look, he was, you know, he's fine. And I'm going to point to it and be like, you know, I just, in my mind, this entire video, all I can think of is single super attack, single super attack, single super attack, single super attack, single. Like, bro, you wanna even consider giving me a double? I already showed his video, or I already showed his build, right? Like we already showed this. Like, you know, we got additional on here, not a lot, but I could definitely bump these skill orbs up a little bit. But I'm never gonna use this character ever again, so I don't know how much value there is in that. I'm gonna keep him in slot 2. I don't know. Let's grab this. Grab those. I probably should have put him in slot 1, but he would have died to this super attack. Although that would have been a really poetic way to end it, you know. Just watch him stack up for, how many turns is this? 9? Watch him stack up for 9 turns and then still just get obliterated by a super attack immediately. Like that would have been perfect, right? I'm not going to click any of these. If they KO right here, they KO. Gohan is not good. Unfortunately, Gohan is not back. He does not have the tools or resources or abilities or, you know, special characters to bring him back into the current meta. Unfortunately, he's washed. He is not good. Don't bring him anywhere. I mean, I say don't bring him anywhere. I mean, he's still like decent for Battlefield. I'm sure you can get use out of him, but like, yeah, is he back because of this team? No. And I've seen people ask, like, oh, can you do, like, a calc video for him? And it's like, I could, if I had time, first of all. But second of all, like, there's nothing to really calc here. It's just, like, how many stacks are you going to get? Like, there's nothing consistent about this character. Like, turn to turn, like, you know, I sat here and I got single super attacks the entire video. There's going to be somebody else out there who got a triple every single turn. And they're going to be like, Gohan's great. And I don't have the footage to back that up. We got a single super attack every time in this video. I don't know what to say. So, yeah. You guys can let me know if you've had good luck with Gohan, but there's really no need for a calc video. You can just see his defense. Like, I think calc videos are really beneficial whenever you can't see what a character's doing. Whereas with this Gohan, you can just clear, like, plain as day, see exactly what he's doing. So, I'm going to drop the Spirit Punch here. You guys can let me know what you guys thought about Gohan. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.